Here's the entire history of our universe in 18 seconds. They don't call that show The Big Bang Theory because America loves sitcoms named after physical cosmology. They call it that because it's more than a comedy. Or less than a comedy. You've seen YouTube, right?
We're just gonna hide out in here to avoid the shamey?
Point is, The Big Bang Theory is secretly a history of the end of the universe, and the idiot man-child scientists who will bring it about. The intro spells it out every episode. This show's events are set in a specific time in the chronology of the universe, a chronology eventually defined by human activity, whose endpoint is the goofy main characters we've come to know and love and pay $1 million an episode. And the show's other details make it a multi-cam record of modern science, from the real math of its background equations to its dialogue that's been scientifically verified by a UCLA physicist and by the show's resident doctor of neuroscience.
How many people think that you can solve calculus at the drop of a hat?
I actually was trained in calculus.
The Big Bang Theory depicts the Newtons and Teslas of our time to explain their downfall. Because we aren't seeing thinkers in the mold of serious scientists of yesteryear, hunkered down at Los Alamos or Oak Ridge in radioactive typewriter cubicles. No, these millenniadorks spend their time goofing off and going girl crazy, like a Poindexter CBS Friends, right down to living in the West Coast version of that apartment. On The Big Bang Theory, we watch the greatest minds of our generation waste their talents to focus on reading Green Lantern comics and banging Cheesecake Factory waitresses. Those would-be Enrico Fermis are such jerk-offs that they're using their knowledge to program robots to literally jerk them off. Because Leonard, Sheldon, Guy from Dr. Horrible, and other Guy are not of Einstein and Oppenheimer's generation. They're from a generation raised on and infantilized by television. Their heroes play scientists on TV. They're people who are less William Röntgen and more William Nye. It's worst in the episode where they meet their all-time hero, Professor Proton, a guy working children's birthday parties, basically a magician with a periodic table. Yet these grown adults with PhDs in hard stuffology pay him to do basic experiments with them and insist he's as cool as a movie hero.
You're my Obi-Wan.
Oh, neato.
Sheldon's the most tragic case of all. He could be this century's Nikola Tesla, a virginal introvert with the mental capacity to change the world. Instead, he and his lunch buddies are spending a decade of their potential prime getting just distracted enough from their work to become Death Destroyer of Worlds by accident. Because they will end the universe, you guys. And again, the show's title is not a coincidence. When the Bare Naked Ladies sing about the Big Bang Theory, they frame it as if the universe's growth and human technology's advancement are two processes spinning out of control. Erasmus Darwin theorized an expanding universe as early as 1791, and we've been able to measure its movement for almost a century. Now, if the universe is infinite in extent, the cosmological principle does not apply, and the expansion speed does not exceed the escape velocity, then the mutual gravitational attraction of all its matter will eventually cause it to contract. Is a thing I read on Wikipedia. It's the internet, okay? It's how we learn. Point is, one of the most likely scenarios for where the Big Bang's endless expansion will lead is something called the Big Crunch, a scenario where the universe reaches its limit, collapses back in on itself, and reboots with another Big Bang, killing all of us. The Big Bang Theory, the show's scientists are bogged down in sitcom relationship drama and weekly comedic wackiness. There's no chance they can focus on their work, and they work at Caltech, one of the most advanced scientific institutions on Earth. The kind of place where you don't just design particle accelerators, you design the newest ones, and research the structure of space-time, and come up with what we launch into orbit. They go to work every day to invent every next piece of future of the kind Michael Crichton used to turn into thriller horror. And when a scientist becomes our Alpha Midoriyan test pilot and destroys the universe through technical hubris, it'll probably be because they weren't careful. Because they were distracted with insert sitcom bullshit here, you get it. And yes, I don't know exactly how humanity might induce something like the Big Crunch, but that's because the show about how that happens is renewed through 2017. So go ahead, Chuck Lorre. Keep drawing out the inevitable will they or won't they, because everyone knows the TV answer is always will they will. Whether it's Ross and Rachel or the universe and its heat death that's gonna kill us, man. I'm done. Why are we even making this? Hi guys, thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments if you think the Big Bang Theory is good, or deep, or terrible, or whatever I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I get paid, but like, it's not a lot of money. I wanted you to like something for free. I had to get up at 7 for this, and that's not good for me, but I got like 2 hours of sleep. Cheers is really good, it turns out.